Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this second run through about discussions about the exam for the GI and Sustainable Cities class. For those people who were at the lecture this morning, we've already gone through some of these ideas and bits of information, but as I failed to record it, we're going to have to do it again. So, first things first, there will be an exam. The university has taken the decision that we're going to have exams, but they're going to be done in very, very different ways. And for our module, we're going to have an open book, or what we call a take-home exam. So what this means is that we will set up a folder on Blackboard, and from Thursday the 28th of May at 9:45 a.m. the paper will be available for you all to download. You will then have a week to submit your answers, so that's a deadline of the 7th of June at 9:44 a.m. And so you'll receive additional information, specific information from the school about the exam, how to access the information, how to access the papers, and how to complete the exam and how to upload it in the next few weeks. But pretty much it's going to be a similar way to a normal Turnitin assessment, where you upload it in a certain way. It'll go through the usual system, and then it'll be there for me to actually mark. The reason that we've given you 7 days is because there was quite a long discussion about whether it should be a 1 day, 2 day, 7 day examination, and because of the variability in time zones. So some people in the class will be taking this exam from North America, some from Europe, some from China and other parts of the Far East. So it was seen to be unfair to set you all the same time to do it when you'd all be on very different time zones. In addition, we know that there are some variabilities in connectivity to the internet and ability to download and work online. So the university has decided that we're going to take a 7-day rule on this. So you've got 7 whole days from the day in which it's released to the day in which it's due. But what that means is that we will be expecting something that's a little bit more structured, because you will have more time to do it. Now, there's specific guidelines being set by the school in terms of how long you should be taking to do the exam, and how you should do it, and how long each individual essay should be. And the rules of thumb that were being proposed, so what you should be doing is spending about 3 times as long on each essay than you would normally. So for a 2-hour examination, the school is suggesting that you spend up to 6 hours doing the exam, and that each of the 2 papers that you all need to write should be about 1,500 words, so about 3 pages. So maybe longer than some of you might previously have written, and maybe under what other people have written. So these are not exact rules of thumb. These are not. You don't have to write 1,500 words per essay. These are just guidance or recommendations. In terms of how long you actually take, it will be up to you, because you'll be able to download the paper, write the papers, then upload them. So as far as I am aware, you do not have to write the papers whilst online. But you'll get more information from the school about that as we get near the time. In terms of what we would expect a proper essay, so with a start, a middle and an end. We expect to be able to link the literature and the ideas from the classes with the questions being asked, and for you to use examples to support your ideas. So think about the big ideas in the module, so context, interactivity, integrated approaches and scale, how things have changed over time and who's involved in these actions, these processes. So firstly, answer the question, so make sure you read it, and secondly, provide detail about what you're doing. So although we want an essay style question, I'm not expecting a bibliography for each one, although you are still expected to do in-text citations. One thing to think about here is that as the essays will be put through Turnitin, you need to think about not just cutting and pasting bits of text, but paraphrasing effectively as you would in a normal essay. And the school has said that late submissions will be subject to late penalties, and that's why you've got the 7 days to do it rather than just 1 day or 2 days. So you've got time to prepare the answers and then go through them and actually write them. We will go through the exam in more detail in week 12, and I'll make sure I record the session that time, and where I'll go through the key ideas, the key themes, and what things you might want to think about to structure your questions. One opportunity that this does give you is that because it's a take-home exam, because it's an open book exam, you get time to prepare. You get time to look at the questions and really dig into which ones you might want to write about, which ones you might want to address, and what sort of information you might want to put forward. So it won't be as, hopefully, as nerve-wracking or as stressful as it would be normally, simply because you'll have more time to think about it. If you have any questions about the exam, please let me know. Either email me and then we can either have a chat, or we can do it over email. And I'll speak to you all next week in the lecture. And so please take care and stay healthy.